So I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I've interviewed Tom and Sani, so I'm excited to have you guys on. And so for the first part, can you please explain a little bit about yourself for those who don't know who you are?
Okay.
No, you take it away.
Okay. I am. My name is Jessica Lim, and I am in the ensemble of Dear Evan Hansen. I first cover Cynthia, second Heidi, and second Alana.
My name is Will Forgrave. I'm also in the ensemble. I am first cover Connor, first cover Jared, second cover Evan, and second cover Larry.
Hey.
That's awesome. And so for the audition process, what were your guys' audition processes like for the show?
A bit longer than mine.
Yeah, I was in for Evan, and I actually didn't know much about the show, so there was a lot of material for me to learn. Like obviously I knew the big songs, Waving and that, but I had lots of material to learn, and then I think I did 2 rounds of Evan, and then after that they asked if I wanted to be in the ensemble and cover other tracks, so I had to learn Connor scenes and songs and Jared scenes and songs as well. And then we did together we did
We
a
did.
final dance round, and then so I think for me it was maybe like 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
What was yours
I
like?
was a 2 round
Gal.
gal, which was bloody brilliant actually. I didn't realize the final was the final
Hmm.
until like I
Yeah.
got there and people were like, this is the final. And I was like, what's my second round? So yeah, I went in for a singing and acting round first. I knew I was going in for ensemble and cover. I got given cover Heidi, Zoe, and Alana material. Didn't get any Cynthia material. Then went for the dance round, which was my second round, and then before the dance round on the same day, I did like singing and acting
Mm.
as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that was whilst I was on tour, so traveling from all different
Yeah.
places to go to the audition, which was stressful but kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so what are you guys' stops that you guys are looking forward to the most on this tour since it's relatively new?
I would say going to Trieste.
Yeah. We are very fortunate. This is a UK tour, but we do one stop in Italy, in Trieste, I think we do 6 performances, and
Yeah.
everyone is buzzing for that.
Buzzing.
We're going in June next year, so it's going to be summer,
Yeah.
and we're just so excited for that,
Yeah.
really.
I've never been to Italy and it's always been on my bucket list place to go, so I'm just so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
That's great. And so what character is your favorite to cover in this show and why?
Mm. I really enjoy doing Connor. I think he's very far away from like who I am as a person compared to like who he is. And I think it's really interesting portraying something that's really far away. And also he gets to sing great songs. He does the whole of Sincerely Me. He gets to sing Disappear. He gets to do the Sincerely Me reprise. And I really enjoy his scenes because they're really like forward footed, and
Yeah.
he's like argument. Love it.
Yeah, he does get all the best songs.
Yeah.
I would say I'm most looking forward. I've already done Cynthia, but I think I'm most looking forward to doing Heidi, just because, like you said, she has great songs. She gets to do Good For You, and she has So Big, So Small, and Anybody Hasn't That. Like, she's got great songs, and also all of her scenes are like so meaty. And,
Yeah.
and they're just like really emotionally nice to do, and like they all lead up to the song, which is nice. Like all of her scenes like nicely build up to the song, which is really satisfying.
Yeah.
As opposed to Cynthia, where it's just kind of like she starts the scene sobbing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to do Heidi if I get the chance.
Yeah.
That's great. And so it's actually funny because for Will, I was interviewing Sonny a couple weeks ago, and he made a comment about you. He was saying, I don't know if you've seen the interview, but he was talking about how you're the youngest cast member and how you have all the photos of you in costume. And he said, in your Larry costume, these is that his exact words. In your Larry costume, he looks like a little schoolboy.
He's not wrong.
And he goes, I'm gonna try to steal his phone to post the photos to the public. You can watch the full interview on YouTube. You're muted. Oh, there we go. There we go.
end of the tour, we will release the photos depending on whether I go on.
Yeah.
But it does, it suspends disbelief slightly.
Yeah. I don't know whether in America you have a thing, well, you don't have a thing called sixth form, but it's like college. It's like when you're like 16, 17, 18, and it's kind of you're doing your exams, and everyone goes to school in their like suits or like office wear. It's like that's why it's giving.
But hey, we will cross the bridge when we get there, and I will give my best Larry go. I will do it, and yeah, what will be will be.
Yeah, so in the US, we go to, we're still in high school 16, 17, 18, and then college is 19, 20 and onward. So so when Sani said that he graduated at 16, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and so speaking of favorites, what are some of your favorite lines in the show and why?
That's a good one.
Oh God.
I really like at the end of just before Good For You, at the end of the argument scene between Heidi and Evan, when she goes like, "I'm sorry, I can't give you any more than that," and he goes, "Well, it's not my fault that other people can," and it's like, oh, that gets everyone every time. It's such like a mic drop moment.
I wanna punch him in the face when he says that.
Horrible.
He is. He's horrible.
What was your favorite bit?
It's not like a line. It's not like the line, which is why it's my favorite. But in our version, there's just a line that Evan says, "Oh my God," in, and Ryan, who plays Evan, in the evenings, he just says it really funny. He just goes, "Oh my God," and I just really love it. And also I like Janet Kleinman in "Sincerely Me" reprise.
That's awesome. And so this question actually was sent in by a fan for the interview with Sani, but I actually really enjoyed this question. So it asked about how some people think Evan is a bad character. What are your opinions on this?
Well, I think I mean, people want to look at it like it's black and white, but there's such like a scale of like what's bad and what's good. And I think in our production, we've really tried to showcase that he's like almost he falls into the lie, like he's
almost really, forced into it.
We really try and emphasize in the scene with who's it with Cynthia and Larry
in the principal office.
He says 3 times that he didn't write the letter, and we've really tried to like punch out those lines to show that it's not like he has tried to like say what the truth, and I think we try and show that he doesn't just get away with it in the end. Like he's a very complex person who initially it was very innocent, and he was like just trying to look after this mourning family, and then he does kind of realize he's like profiting on this lie with this like family dynamic he's never really had before. But I think you sort of feel maybe more empathy.
Yeah, you definitely feel more empathy with our version, because we've been able to add a few lines in at the end, which shows that Evan does kind of get what's people find out about it basically, and he's
so similar to the movie then. Similar to the movie, how Evan confesses live. Okay.
So you kind of he kind of gets some consequence of his actions, and also like you said, we try and hone in that like Cynthia mostly pushes, like she just needs anything to connect with Connor, and so Evan is kind of like that conduit for her to like still have Connor like alive for her.
Yeah, that's great. And so what advice would you give to younger actors who want to do this professionally?
Just like, don't give up. I think it can be so hard. It can be really, really hard. And like sometimes like the rejection and just how tough it can be can cause people to like lose hope and all of that. But like, just don't give up, because like it will happen if you really really
try. And don't forget like why you're doing it. You're doing it because you love it. And I think sometimes training can be really intense, auditions can be really intense, and you sort of forget why you're doing it, but you're doing it because you're passionate about it and you love it. So you've just got to remember that and keep going, really.
Yeah. But I genuinely can't see myself doing anything else.
That's great. And so now we're going to get into some of the fan sent in questions.
Mhm.
This one comes from I am Anika. What are your dream roles?
Ooh.
Oh God.
Go on.
Probably Fontaine and Les Mis. Les Mis is what got me into musical theatre, and I need to be able to do it at least once, I think, professionally.
Yeah. I would love to do Jack Kelly in Newsies. I think I would love to do that. Or again, like Marius in Les Mis would be brilliant.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do it together. No,
Maybe.
the ages don't match up.
This one comes from Dumb, For, and Poetic. What has been / will be your favorite track to cover?
I think Heidi, like I said before, she's got meaty scenes and she's got great songs.
I think for me, I've not done Evan yet, but I think Connor will always be the one. I really enjoy it.
And this one's done Connor quite a few times.
Yeah, I've done a lot of Connor. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so this one also comes from I am Anika. What is your favorite part about being India Hansen, and what is your favorite scene?
Ooh, favorite part.
Honestly, I think my favorite part about being in at least our production of Dear Evan Hansen is just the people.
Yeah.
Like, we have got such a great cast. Everyone is so lovely and so talented.
And so supportive.
Yeah, it's just I feel so lucky to be in this cast.
And my favorite scene is the scene in Act 2 when the Murphys invite Heidi over to dinner, and then like Evan walks in and there's just everyone's jaw just drops.
Yeah,
it's really intense.
It's really satisfying to do that.
Yeah.
Very, very satisfying scene.
That's great. And so I've done this with Sonny and Tom, but I have the script here. We're gonna do a little guess the line, guess the lyric.
Okay.
So there's 3 times for each of you. I did the guess the lyric for Sonny, and then I did the guess the line for Tom. So we're gonna start with Will. This one is one of yours. Like she would introduce herself and you'd be like, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Chloe, you said Chloe?
Be like, no, it's Zoe. I said Zoe.
Yep.
Oosh.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna know it.
And so this one is for, let's see, I'm trying to find out why I marked it. I put a bookmark, now I don't know why I marked it. Okay, this one's also for Will. You also cover Jared, correct? Okay, cool. I didn't say lie.
All you have to do is just nod and confirm.
Yes.
I knew that was me.
And then this one is for Jessica.
Okay, I'm scared.
Evan says, oh, yeah, well, I didn't really know him.
God. Oh, no. This is... I didn't really know. I was so worried. No?
Nope.
One of the beginning scenes.
No, it's before. There's 2. It's the first bit.
He says that a lot.
No, hang on.
He says I didn't really know him a lot.
It's where you go.
Yeah. And
then
I didn't really know him.
It's before it says Connor on your arm. It's before that.
It's before Sincerely Me, if that helps.
Before Sincerely... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Let's go.
Yeah, well, I didn't really know him. If you need anything, text or email. It's something like that.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well,
I'm here. Is it like...
Yeah. If
Hold on, I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you.
Do it.
You know that if you want to talk about anything, I realize that lately it seems like I'm always working or I'm at class.
Yes.
Yeah, my God.
True.
Oh no, because the one about the casters, that was a different Connor.
And so this one's also for Jessica. Everybody has forgotten about Kana. A week ago, the whole school was wearing those wristbands and the buttons with the face on them.
This is Alana. I've not done Alana yet. And the buttons with their face on them. And now everyone's got about Kana. A week ago, everyone was wearing the wristbands and buttons with their face on them. And now everything is gone completely. You can't let this happen. That's the line. It's that line.
It's similar. So it's people were talking to each other that never talked to each other before, and now it's all gone completely. You're his best friend. You can't let this happen.
I got the last bit. It was just that bit. I've not done Alana. That's like you doing Larry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I was also really bad at Heidi, and we're doing a cover run next week. So that's good.
And so this one is for Will.
Okay. Thank God.
Larry.
So Zoe says, "I'm sorry." Evan shrugs uncomfortably. He changes the subject.
Well, hey, I meant to tell you before, but we had a meeting with the Connor Project the other day.
That is correct. And so this one is for Jessica. That's why she was crying, because she'll never get the chance. Kanna's bringing the whole school together. It's pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible, actually. It's pretty incredible, actually. I started a blog about him, a sort of memorial page.
Yes. And so this one is for Will.
Yes.
It's
gonna be Larry.
Evan says, "People like us."
Connor Murphy, the kid who threw a printer at Mrs. G in second grade. Is it that one?
Yes.
Yay. Did that this week.
Yeah, you did.
And then for the final one, this is for Will, and it is Larry.
Oh!
Am I gonna know it?
So it's in the middle of a song. It's after Larry sings, "It's the hard way, but it's the right way to break in a glove."
Which first?
It takes me after this, Evan says totally.
Oh. I know the end of the line is, I mean, who wants to read something when you can read the Facebook?
Yes.
But I don't know what the start of the line is.
Kids nowadays, you arrange something. Who wants to read a book when you can read the Facebook?
There we go.
Yeah, so the beginning of the line is, "Nowadays with your generation," I hate to say it, but it's all about instant gratification.
Damn it. Damn it.
And so this one, I lost the bookmark. This one's for Jessica.
Please be Cynthia. I know Cynthia. Hopefully.
It is Cynthia, yes.
Oh, here we are.
I should know this.
I have to find where the bookmark was because I just had it.
It's okay.
There we are. Zoe cuts someone off and says, "Don't put him in the middle of this."
Put him in the middle. Oh my God, this is part of the fight. Don't put him in the middle of it. I don't actually listen to Zoe at that point, so I don't know where that is in the fight. Don't put read the note, Larry. Read what he said. He wanted I wish that everything were different. I wish
That is correct. And so I'd like to thank you for joining me today, guys. That was with the interview.